Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Respect, number 180. Woo. Ready? Been ready for this one for a while. Exciting. Welcome, everyone. And Jason, can you welcome everyone in the chat?
Chat's going wild tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think we got a lot of renegades in here.
Oh, crap, it's Quagmire. I don't want him knowing about this. He's always trying to horn in on our plans.
We can't hear you, Jason. No, you're on mute. Or I unmuted you. There we go.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I'm gonna start muting myself for this. So, yeah. Okay, first I got is Bearded Death.
Bearded Death, what's up?
Welcome.
And these messages are going away before I can get them. I got Jeremy Smith. Hey, Jeremy.
What's Jeremy?
Kenneth Mitchell.
How you doing, Grizz?
How you doing, my friend?
Notorious DRB.
What's up?
Born Bearded. Hey, Dave.
What's up, Dave?
Do the vibes.
Cowboy Up. I'm going to go quick, guys, because you guys are going away. Too much chatting going on. Hey, Zachary.
What's up, Zachary?
How you doing?
Whoop. Hey, Pud.
What's up, Bud?
Got him.
Bearded Ginger.
How you doing?
Hey, I know that guy. Bearded Ginger.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Becky. I got to adjust my camera here a little bit.
What's up, Becky?
Whoop. I'll get it here in a second.
Hi, honey.
Mrs. Sofa.
Hello.
What's up, Couch Family?
John Fox. Hey,
brother.
Foxy.
What's up, Fox?
Okay. Oh, there's regular Sofa.
No way.
20 spray Ray. You'll still be 20 spray to me. I don't care if it's not Ray Smokey.
You what?
Bran Hornberger. Hey, Brad.
Hello.
What's up, Brad?
Chris Smith. Hey, Chris.
Chris?
Jeff Harmon. Hey, Jeff.
Doing, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff?
Hello.
Hey, Tim. Guns and Beards.
How you doing, Tim?
What's up, Tim?
I'll be meeting up with Tim, not this Saturday, but next.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah, can't wait. Hey, babysitter Jess.
What's up, Jessica?
Hey, Miss Kay. Good to see you.
Hey.
What's up, Kay?
Friends.
Hey, Ronnie. Good to see you.
How you doing, Ronnie?
What's up, Ronnie?
Oh, slow down there. Oh, Bearded Squatch. Hey, Garrett.
What's up, Garrett?
Welcome.
Forget which welcome that is.
Hey, Michael.
How you
Hey,
doing?
hey, Mike. I'm sorry I didn't get to hang out with you as much as I wanted. I wanted to meet back up with you and never did make it.
What's up, Romy?
Yeah, I got to hang out with him for quite a bit. It's great to finally meet some of these guys.
Oh, yeah. He took me to an awesome coffee shop in Ohio.
Bearded and Blessed Ministry. Good to see you.
What's up,
Other
Minister?
Wisconsin Renegade. How you doing?
Hey, freaking frack.
What's up, Bob and Terry? Good show last hour.
Hey, Phil. Good to see you.
How you doing, Phil? It was great.
And there's Brad. Hey, Brad.
What's up, Brad?
Yeah. Beating you as well.
Hello there, children.
Shape the podcast. See you this
Doing.
evening.
What's up, Kyle?
I'm your huckleberry.
Hey, Lee. Good to see you.
Hey, Lee.
What's up, Lee?
Hello to my little friend.
Hey, Nicholas Z.
How you doing?
What's up, Z?
Hey, Big Stu. Good to see you.
Let's do it.
Randy R. Hey, Randy.
Randy, what's up, man?
Woo!
Here's Jay. Hey, 30 Spray Jay. Good to see you.
Hey,
Jay, what's up?
Woo! Woo!
got a chance to meet him too?
Yeah. I'm trying to hurry. I'm trying. Don't want to miss anybody. Hey, 3D.
How you doing?
How the hell are you?
Hey, Jeremy. Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
That's awesome. Appreciate you.
Hey, Chris.
How you doing, Chris?
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right.
Hi, Melissa. Good to see you.
You,
Someone's
Melissa?
back.
Hey, Fishing Ray.
What's up, Ray?
You doing,
Thanks for
Ray?
stopping in.
How the hell are you?
Chris. I think I got you, Chris Smith. I got you.
I'm pretty sure.
True North Terra. Good to see you.
Hello, murderer.
Hey, Santa Tom.
Hey.
Proud new Renegade prospect.
Yeah, you got to be getting closer to being patched.
Hey, Anthony G.
How you doing?
What's up, G?
Hey, Black Manor Grooming.
Hey, what's up, Renee? Hope you feel better soon.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
You know what, Tara? I was going to put on a shirt and a vest and still just have the shorts on, but I was kind of running out of time. I was having some GI issues this evening, so.
I want to know where the rest of your beard is.
Yeah, what the hell happened there?
Yeah, I got a trim. It was a secret.
Ugh.
Obviously.
Secret trim. Yep.
Been hanging
I
around
got it.
too long.
Yeah, I got it done Tuesday night. It was a surprise. Hey, Dynamite. Good to see ya.
Tyler.
How you doing?
There's Amber. Hey, Amber.
What's up, Amber?
Okay, in my book.
Brand. Fish. Oh, that's a new one. Fishing with the Rickners.
Oh,
What's up, Rickners?
how you doing? Welcome.
All right, all right, all right.
You're 50 strong.
Hey, Elegant Squatch.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, how you doing, Chris?
Hey, Vato.
Vato.
Oh, welcome.
I'm having a hard time catching up. There's a lot of chatting. I still got a lot of space under my little dooflaker.
Well, better at least put this on screen. Thank you, Santa Tom. We appreciate it.
All right, all right, all right.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
I think I probably got everybody. I think everybody's just oh my. Yeah, Long Island beard oil.
What's up?
Wow. That's
Wow. Yeah,
Welcome.
been a long time. Glad you could make it. Wow. Nice to see you. Yes. You shocked me there. Ah.
We got a new one here too. Where'd it go? Oh. Hater of the Waist. First time checking out the live show from Club Cali.
Cool. Thanks.
Nice.
Welcome.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yes.
Romy, I saw your message. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Mm.
You get them all?
I'm getting close. I'm down to the hater of the waist. And I'm probably Big Stu had a trim on Monday. I had mine done Tuesday after work. I messaged him Monday to see because he's got to stay late in order for me to see him. I said, "Hey, is there any chance I can get in before Thursday?" I'm glad I did because he's shut down next week. He's going away. So, but yeah, Ricky, good to see you. Good to see you. Been a long time.
Thanks for joining us.
So, yeah, I'm caught up now, guys. So,
Okay. First of all, I just wanted to make an announcement. Bearded Death during the show is offering 25% off tonight during the live stream with code Beardmerica.
Nice.
That's a very cool discount. A lot of great products. So it's off your total order. So I'm pretty sure it's everything on his site. So
Beardmerica, not America, but Beardmerica.
yeah, that's the name of the beard competition we will be talking about tonight. Trying to think. I think you guys have seen it already, but
Look at that. That is
I
beautiful.
want to show it off a little bit. This is the skate deck we got for being a sponsor. I've gotten a couple messages from Travis Tyler that he wants this. That's not going to happen. But it was cool to get one of those. And we had a great time at Worlds, meeting a lot of people. Some people we didn't know. It was a great experience. I don't think we'll get to everything. I haven't even gone through a lot of my pictures yet. I first took the camera out of the bag today. But I'm sure we will get more into pictures and talking about everything that went on at Worlds. We all had a great time.
Yes.
Yeah, and Jason got a trim. Surprised us. He had no sound. He couldn't even tell us about it for the show. But you guys got anything else?
Nope.
So with that,
I don't think, other than I did put it up, it's not hater of the waist, it's hatter of the waist.
Oh, Hatter. Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, he corrected us.
My bad.
Yeah, well, mine too. I'd have read it the same way.
Well, who likes waste? People hate waste. So
Yep.
But if that's it, we'll welcome our guests on.
yeah, let's get them on.
I believe they're sitting in here.
Well, hello, guys.
Hello, welcome to the Bearded Respect.
What's up?
I know Beans has been here once before.
Yes, sir.
Year and a couple months ago.
And Andrew's new, but he's one of our renegades as well.
Yep. Been for a little while now.
Nice.
And you were just at Worlds, and your wife actually won.
Yep. I'll bring ours out,
Wow.
and this one says first, so she is a world champion.
She was the Statue of Lady woman.
I'm sorry.
The Statue of Liberty.
Yes. Where she did the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. She did chops, so she enjoyed that display.
Yeah, that beard looked very realistic.
That's awesome. I thought you looked familiar. I didn't. Scott, why didn't you introduce me to?
I didn't even see him at Worlds.
I was my daughter competed first day, Cindy competed second day, and then I competed on the last day. And of course, it was my category that they had all those troubles with. So, yeah, that was kind of probably why you didn't see me. I was out and back waiting, and then coming back up front. And I mean, I think that last day they got like 4 hours behind.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 The category was
Where were you
a
in?
lot of that.
And Jason, I did too. I trimmed up. I probably took about 4 or 5 inches off, but I was looking to doing that anyway.
Yeah. I was going to do about 4 or 5, and I kind of pointed it out to the barber, and he just started trimming, and he got done there, and I turned around. I said, "Oh, that looks good," I said, and then I checked it. It's still about 7. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah, it's
good.
sharp. I don't like it, but it's
Nice
sharp.
clean.
I know you don't like it. I knew I'd catch a lot of hate from you. I knew
It is sharp though. It looks good. It looks good.
It looks good. It's just not what we're used to.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, believe me, I've heard the same thing. Everybody at work's like, "Why did you do that?" I was like, "Well, I mean, I've competed in a lot of freestyle, and over the years using the hairspray and stuff, I just kind of was like, I took it up a little bit at the beginning of the year, probably left it around 10 inches, and then was like, I'm not going to do a full reset. I'm not shaving it all off, but do a little reset, and plus, the sugar's coming into my cinnamon a little bit more."
Cinnamon sugar, baby. Yeah.
You should have seen Jason when we started the show. He was gray. I don't know if we turned him white.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kevin. Everybody tells you don't do it. I mean,
It's
Mike,
the year of the trim, baby.
Yeah, I mentioned to Mike. I mentioned before about trimming, and I knew Mike was against it, but yeah.
Mike, you want to do some questions real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Game.
Oh. Always looks fake. It looks so good.
All right, Andrew. So what we do is 5 questions to kind of break the ice, let us know more about you, and kind of go from there. Beans had to go through this last year. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember his answers, but if you want to
take someone off.
But the first question is, tell us about your favorite toy as a little boy. What was that one toy that you always played with?
Well, it might not have been little boy, but I'm gonna have to say it was my Game Boy. Man,
Okay.
that was the cool time having one of those, being able to play all those games on the road, and I think that was probably the best toy I've had. That until you get all the newer ones, but yeah, I used to play my Game Boy a whole lot.
What was your favorite game?
Actually, it was Link's Awakening. It was like a Legend of Zelda game.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was pretty. It was good. It took up a lot of time.
nice. Beans, what was your favorite toy?
Probably my Ninja Turtles. I love Ninja Turtles, man. I still to this day love Ninja Turtles. Me and my wife Rangers are better. I mean, no, they're not. Ninja Turtles will totally beat the Power Rangers, but no questions asked.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the things.
All right. Well, Andrew, tell us a little bit about this Beardmerica. It's or Beardmerica. Sounds like this is the second.
Yep. So this
annual.
is our second competition. It's an annual competition. Really, the idea kind of started up because the charity organization, the 501c3 that we established, is from Kentucky. We are very patriotic, because we wanted to support vets, and we were like, well, let's, it kind of come up. Well, why can't we do one of these competitions? And we had nobody's telling you can't do it, so we started thinking about it, and I got to looking because I've been in the bearded community for a while, and July was like an open slate. There really wasn't a lot going on in July, so I was like, you know what? Let's slide in there. And then Worlds decided to do it in July. But we were like, that would be perfect for us. And then, of course, some of the questions go, well, then why didn't you do it at the beginning? I think we all kind of know, less if it's for a big situation like Worlds. Nobody really wants to give up their fourth. But some of the other things is like the women, they do a lot of the stuff, the creative stuff that they do. And, after the fourth, everything goes on sale. So it was like it'd give them a good chance of making some good beards. But one of the other reasons was we have the patriotic category, and I know that there's a lot of that play going on in the bearding community, but I think this is the first one that's like full on anybody can compete. So guys, the girls, kids can compete in this category. Anything. I mean, who knows? I think the fluffy poodles might even jump into that category. But basically, like even guys who don't have beards that want to try their hand at it, they could jump in there. And it was just to bring everybody in and do it as a big patriotic tribute and have fun. So that we had that category along with the veterans, which a lot of beard comps do now.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's kind of the main theme is the veterans, and we wanted to be patriotic.
Nice. So the patriotic category, you said anyone can enter, and basically the judges are going to be like, who's the most patriotic?
Basically, it comes out as most patriotic, but I mean, you got to think. So it's like any beard, anything, whatever goes. So it's kind of like a pre-besting show, I guess is what you'd say. It's like one of those things where, like if they come in and they're like decked out and like, wow, that person just really stole the show, in that category because that's how decked out they are. Then that's kind of what it helps to bring out. So it's not going to take away from other categories. Like that's your big thing is come in and you do whatever it is. I don't know about you all. The only thing I won't do is glitter.
And
No,
where is this?
I won't do that.
No to glitter. Yep. Where is this event held?
So it is at the American Legion here in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, at Post 113. E-Town is a pretty big town, but it's not. It's by no means like overran or anything like that. So it's like you could go up certain main roads and you'll get there from the hotel, it's like maybe it's less than 10 minutes away. So I mean, there's stuff to see, and it's not like it's out in the sticks anywhere. So I mean, you'll have other things around that area. But downtown E-Town, they actually have an antique car show going on that weekend called Cruising Heartland. So Friday, they actually do the judging for it. And so, like, if you're here that night, you can see the cars ahead of time. You'll see cars going up and down the drag the whole time. But in the actual downtown E-Town on Saturday, it's free. You go. They got, like, all the food vendors out there, and the cars are just, lined up for you to go and look at, talk to them. It's another big event that's going on, and it's actually just outside of where we're at, so it's not gonna hurt us at the venue and be like where we can't move around or can't find parking. The venue should have plenty of parking. It's inside, so it's air conditioned. We don't have to fight the heat or anything like that. So, I mean, it's a good area, good stuff going on, and hopefully everybody will have fun.
Cool. Fun fact, Scott and I ate at Culver's in Elizabethtown.
I was wondering if you were going to remember that.
You get the cheese curds.
That's about as much of Elizabethtown as I saw. We just stopped there
Yeah.
to eat on our way to Nashville.
Yeah, we were on our way to the moonshine.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's getting ready to come up too. I know, Scott.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago, and I got married at that beard competition.
Ah, I remember that. Yeah, I was there too. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I do. I'm the guy that dresses up as a Sasquatch. I'm the Kentucky Sasquatch.
Oh, I remember that.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember that. There was only like 2 or 3 Sasquatch, right?
Yeah. I know. There's a couple of us. Toast, he dresses up. But I've been with Mad Viking. They actually had a lot of the Sasquatch category stuff is what they did, and I kind of helped bring it out. And it's the long hair and beard over 6 inches and stuff like that. So it's a fun category to do, and they still do it down here at the Moonshine.
Yeah.
I took a third in Silver Fox.
Yeah, they do that one as well.
Yeah.
How was the disco ball?
and the preacher.
And the preacher. Yes. Beans, what do you have to do with this competition? What's your part?
Renegade's actually the main sponsor of the competition.
Nice.
So that was pretty big for us, not even being 2 years old yet, and we're helping sponsor a whole competition. So that's pretty humbling and pretty awesome for our club as a whole.
Okay.
Stepped up and took over. Didn't bat an eye and jumped in there. And that's kind of the thing with these comps. It's all for charity. That's where it all goes to. So the thing is that building on relationships and stuff like that. I mean, we reached out to each other and was like, it's up to you, brother. And he was like, you know what, it'd be a great way for us to expand. And I'm like, 100%. And I don't think he's regretted it at all.
No, I know. Last year when this competition came around, we wasn't even a year old yet.
Yeah.
So we had about 30 to 40 guys travel to this competition.
Oh wow!
And so far this year, we have 20 different chapters that have confirmed to come to this competition this year.
Wow!
So we're gonna we actually have someone flying in from the UK to come hang out with us at this competition this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, I mean, it's been a blessing. I wasn't expecting anything like this, but I mean, going from Worlds to this, it's like I was worried that everybody was going to come down and kind of look at us and be like, I didn't want to ruin it for anybody, but of course it's not going to be as big, but I know a lot of the Renegade Beard Club people will be there, and I know a lot of others are that are going to be coming in, and especially from the bearded community. So the thing is like I told Beans, you know, I want to make sure that those connections are all starting to make it happen, because doing this stuff, the bearded community, and you guys know when you went to Worlds and seeing everybody else there, you know, there's a lot of people in it, and you can, like myself, I kind of fall in the background. I mean, you know, Taxi Phil, my nickname from him has been Backpack, and I'm proud of it, because I'll carry those trophies around every day. But
Nice.
you know, it's just being in the community is great. And the best part about it is, you know, it's not, you don't have the drama. All clubs are included. You know, you don't have to worry about who's in which club. It's just a welcoming thing. But, you know, Renegade Beard Club has been hitting it with a big force.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I look at it is, if you want something to succeed, you have to put in the work for it to succeed. And when me and Andrew talked about it, I was like, man, I said, what to make this succeed? And he said, we need to keep growing. So what do we do this year? We want to double what we had last year. Next year, what do we want? We want to double what we had this year. And the only way we can do that is if we get more people involved in the bearded community to see that we are here to help. And it's not just about a competition. It's about the charity aspect of it as well, which is the most important part of it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Can you guys tell us a little bit more about this organization that you're contributing funds to?
So Dogs Helping Heroes, when we were searching for the charity that we wanted to, you know, help sponsor and kind of work with, we searched around our local area, and even though they're actually in Indiana, they are expanded down to Elizabethtown area from Indiana, so they cover a big area. But Dogs Helping Heroes is an organization that provides service dogs to veterans and first responders. So anyone that's a veteran or anyone that's a first responder can go to them, and they will help get you a service dog that meets your needs. And it's not just a oh, here's a dog kind of thing. It's like, these are trained. So basically, finding that part out was also great, because you're thinking, well, you know, that's what the charity is, but this is a 2-for-1 charity. So not just that they help the veterans and first responders, they actually rescue dogs that meet the criteria. So if a dog is at a animal shelter and they meet that criteria to be trained, they get notified and they bring them in. So they're actually helping those dogs out as well. So it's like a 2-for-1. And then when the dogs get trained up, they actually utilize, they have companies that still train, but some of the basic training that they do, they actually go through the penitentiary and get guys to learn how to train dogs. So they teach them skills. So it's like, that's the whole encompassing thing. So once they get their general basics done with those guys, they move on to the further training with the professionals. And but I mean, just having that too, it's like, you know, it's working with, you know, people that are needing that extra chance. So like, it's been a great, you know, opportunity working with them. And, you know, like we had a representative, Kieran, last year, who brought his service dog, and that was great. I believe he'll be coming back this year. And then we have Dan with the Fluffy Poodle, and he's going to be there. He's a judge this year, and you know, he's a presence out on YouTube and social media, and he actually fights for veterans in like DC and goes and does that kind of stuff. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff that with Dogs Helping Heroes, we're trying to, you know, keep them in there. We actually have a smaller charity that we're helping out, is for the puppy play area. Yeah.
I'm excited about
Perfect
that.
timing.
Yeah,
Perfect timing.
perfect time.
Is it a play area?
So the puppy play area is actually Forever Homes for Paws, and they help get puppies adopted. So they're actually taking care of that section. So trying to build on what we're already doing. So I mean, they'll be there as well. Of course, they're not like the main charity, but hopefully the community can help them out. Maybe adopting some really cute puppies. So I know you all are like, I'm not taking one home, but yeah, when you get there and see them, it's great.
Nice.
And I'm gonna throw this out there real quick. If anyone is coming and they drink soda pop, monsters, energy drinks, beer, anything like that, Renegade Beard Club is collecting tabs to donate to Ronald McDonald House this year.
Yes.
We're trying to take them the largest amount they've ever had. So we're trying to. If anybody's listening, you are coming, please save your tabs for us. Help us help them.
Yeah, definitely.
Beans, this has to be pretty awesome for you. I know you already mentioned it, with your club coming out to support this, but like just looking back to when you first came on our show a year and a couple months ago, and Renegade was smaller then, but now like just looking at our chat, like the pride in Renegade is there, man. And for all of you guys to meet up for this competition, that's going to be truly amazing. Like the energy is going to be amazing.
It's humbling. It's very humbling, and it's not just me, and that's what we have to. That's what we base ourselves on. It's not me. It's not your international board. It's your members. Without them, the club would not be what it is today, because our club is built from the ground up, and we want the people that are going to keep stomping on that ground to keep building. So that's why we always represent our members, not our club leaders. I mean, you have to have leaders, yes, to make sure things stay in line, but without your members, you have nothing. And that's what a lot of people have forgotten.
Yeah, and we hang out on Discord a lot of the time, and there's always a video chat going on. In the other clubs I've been with, they were nothing like that. You maybe had a weekly chat, but
yeah, I mean it's crazy. It's just like you said, from the time we took over the last podcast with you and to now,
right?
In less than 2 years, we're at 560 meters.
Yeah.
So that speaks volumes, and it's not about the numbers, but if you have something that works, the numbers come. But you always want that quality in the person that shows up.
is there a Nebraska chapter?
Yes, there is a Nebraska chapter. We have a chapter in just about every single state. We actually just added a guy from Bosnia the other day, and then we added a guy from Nicaragua the other day. So we've got them everywhere. We got a massive Spain chapter right now too in UK. So they're striving. So just to have that UK guy, and plus Canada's coming also. So to have three different nations coming at one time for a competition, it's pretty big in my eyes.
Yeah.
So and I'm gonna go ahead and jump in there real quick, because something great that's been kind of happening just recently. I know Beans was talking about how the Renegade Beard Club stepped up and took on this role of main sponsor, and that's the thing is, like, this is a beard community, and you also have the other side where you have the people who take care of the beard community. The guys do the beard oils, and they have their companies and stuff. Well, having Renegade step in is great, but we also offer vendor spots, or even like, hey, you can help by putting some product in there. Well, the Renegade Beard Club doesn't have that. So the thing is that Dan from Bearded Death had stepped in there, and they took on that role of being the top tier sponsor for the prizes, and now everybody will have Bearded Death in the first place prize bag. So that was a great thing to happen, because I mean, you know, it just takes these different steps to move to get something done like that. And you know, we just announced that on today, so I wanted to make sure to, you know, give a thanks out for Bearded Death. And you know, I mean, we have a lot of people that are jumping in here, so everybody's going to get thanks. But that was kind of cool, so appreciate that.
I forgot to mention in our announcements at the beginning of the show, Baker had just popped in here, not to give away all my secrets. On the 13th, on Sunday, I will be on a Baker show and talking about being a renegade.
Awesome.
He
How
was interested in what we do. I don't know.
Really awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to get that link out there. His channel's a little harder to find it than some.
How many vendors are you planning on?
Oh well, planning, that's a different story. If I had to throw a count out right now, I know definitely 10, but it's probably more than that. And I'm getting them added. So the thing is that keeping track of it is okay, but that's the other part of it. Some people will be like, hey, I'm going to come in, and then may not make it. So right now I'm definitely up to 10. But I think it's definitely more around like 15.
Wow.
But that's, I'm going to say that right now. So, you know, anyone that's thinking about vending, if you go to beard competitions, I know this is for charity. I get that. Right. And, you know, you want to try to, you know, raise money for charity. Well, in the vending side too, like all the guys, like I just mentioned about Bearded Death, we don't charge the vending like a vending charge. They're part of this community as well. They come in, they need to try to do their thing, and at the same time they're gonna you know, help out with our thing. So I'm not going to try to grab that money from them when they're going to come to this too. So that was kind of an idea that we had, that we're, you know, going to try to stay running with. It just depends on if, you know, you start talking about 20, 30 vendors and everything like that, we might have to start looking at how we're going to, you know, say people are actually going to come in and, you know, take their spots like they should. But the other part of that is the community, the actual community, not the bearding community, and anyone that's coming to spectate is free. We want them to come in and learn what this is. We don't want them to have to come in and pay money and be like, oh, okay, well, and then leave, or feel like they're stuck because they paid money and didn't like what it is. Most cases, that's not what it is. You know, you got all this wild stuff going on and a bunch of furry guys out there. The thing is that the American Legion bought into this. They were, hey, that's kind of cool. But after last year, I think, you know, they want us to stay. A lot of them are like the energy and all that. They would have never expected this to be that kind of thing. And I think after this year, I think they're going to be worried because I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, for what we have going on, I believe 10 definite vendors, and, you know, probably about half of that's going to be beard oil companies. We do have like some 3D printing, tumblers. We actually got the one of the guys from Worlds who does the old timey tin photography. He'll be there. That's kind of cool. He kind of reached out to me after Worlds and said, you know, hey man, can I come down there? I was like,
Nice.
100%. And I think that's the greatest thing is watching them go, so let me know what I need to do. And I'm like, well, you don't pay any, and they're like, huh? It's like, yeah, no, just come down, you know, and then you're going to come and you're going to experience it down here too. So,
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of why we chose to do it that way. But yeah, hopefully everybody's going to have fun. We have the puppy play area. So that's, I mean, it's not a vendor, but that's kind of like another little thing that'll be there, and that's indoors too, so nobody has to go outdoors to get hot.
No, it's hot in July in Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's hot.
What you doing there, Scott?
Oh, I had a picture of that.
What is the Bluegrass Bearded Alliance?
So the Bluegrass Bearded Alliance, we started 2023 or we've been 3 years now, almost 4, and we kind of same thing. I'm gonna, this is not to go on the bad stuff. Club wise, there was an older club that I kind of needed to step away from. Had some stuff going on. A lot of the guys that was with me after the chapter that folded decided, hey, couldn't we do that here? And I mean, starting off with 10 people and kind of doing what we did, it was like, of course. I mean, we have Adopt a Highway. We work within the community. We've saved. We've donated thousands of pounds of pet food to the animal shelter, and I think we've donated $1,600 of food to the food shelter. I mean, we've been working within our community, and we ended up getting our 501c3 to, thinking it was going to help with these things, and it has. I would recommend that if anybody's going to be doing these things to go down that route. It's not necessarily the easy route, but it will help when it comes to the networking and dealing with businesses and stuff on this. So, I mean, we're just the same as any other club, but we're kind of like that charity organization that is just kind of built within our community, and it was over bearding, and then that Beans kind of hit me up. It's like, hey, well, you in a club? And I was kind of like, well, thought we were thinking that's what this was, but kind of was like talking to the Wisconsin guys and a lot of other things. It was like we're more of an organization and dealing with it from that aspect, and that's kind of what we adopted over the past year. Was like, that's really what we're doing, because we're keeping a hold of things like this beard comp that when comps like that get into some hands of clubs and you have all the fighting and stuff like that, it just kind of it doesn't put it back, and you don't have people that are overly responsive. It's like this is something that is being done and can and is in the ownership of that organization. Now
some of these slides.
The puppy petting party. So that's
that was one of them. You were talking about it, so I thought I should bring up at least.
So thank you, Renegade Beard Club Florida. I'll put that out there. I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of praises and thanks. They stepped up and sponsored this, and their donations going straight to Forever Homes for Paws. We would have put that towards the regular charity, but like I said, we're trying to help this one out as well. And with them stepping in to bring in the puppies, we'll have that kind of same thing. We'll have a big, 10 by 10 pen area where you can go in, sit and play with the puppies, and just have that kind of fun. They will be up for adoption, so there's that as well. But yeah, it was just a fun little thing to have that you don't get at beard comps.
Wow, that might be a first. You can adopt a dog at a beard comp.
Oh, well, last year we actually gave them away for free.
Oh,
we covered it.
Don't tell my wife that. Don't tell my wife that.
And it was this year. Like I said, with the growth and stuff, I mean, I hopefully nobody's going to knock on me. I don't think that's the case, but with the growth that we're having, kind of need to make sure that things are still getting taken care of. And, talking to that organization, they will take care of all that, where we don't have to worry about it, and they'll have the paperwork. These puppies will be spayed or neutered, have all their shots ready, and you do not have to guess. You do not have to think, well, can I trust it or worry about it? They have all the documentation there, and that's what's going to be a better situation with this. You don't have to worry about all the ticker tape and, you know, PETA sitting outside, you know, wondering what you're doing.
Just go to the beginning here. I know we do have some pictures.
Yep.
From
that's my wonderful wife, Cynthia. She's
Yeah.
the world champion. Yep,
Yeah.
she is. She just had knee replacement surgery 3 weeks ago tomorrow. So she went up on stage with a cane. She was also in the wheelchair when she had to go up for the best in show, but she took it like a beast. And AJ, you're supposed to keep track in. But she got up on her. She went up and she did her little dance and made sure that she was ready for this. It was a big goal for her. She won nationals back in 2023 doing creative beard. She wanted to come here and win at a natural beard, and she did.
Very cool.
And she did this. She did the Statue of Liberty. She wanted to kind of bring that, like a little bit older age where it was still copper, and bring that kind of to it. Matched her beard to it, and like that's one thing I'll say. I know all clubs, some of them are don't have it, but the women are always fun at these events. We grow it on our face. These ladies, they come in, they do it and put heart to it, and they are the biggest supporters of us anywhere. They bring the fantastic to it.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Yes.
Most of us guys probably would have gave up.
Oh yeah.
And actually, me and Mike were at that nationals as well.
Oh, okay. In Daytona?
Well, you said 23, wasn't that Wyoming? 24 is Daytona.
Was it 24? Maybe it was 24. Sorry.
Okay. Mike was there. I wasn't at that one.
Yeah. I'm actually in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
I was in that beard chain.
I'm a 2-time Guinness World Record holder. Yeah, 23 was Daytona.
Okay. Yeah, it was.
22 was Asper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 24 was Everett, Washington.
And then now that you're on this picture, I'll go into that one. So go back to that nationals we're talking about. My daughter is the youngest nationals champion. She won it for realistic mustache. So
wow,
they are a mother-daughter duo, first ever to win nationals together. She's the youngest to win nationals. So I mean, that was kind of like a cool thing for us there. And like I said, that's not the beginning of backpack, but that was kind of like where it was more solidified.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
I believe that next picture is.
Yeah, that's so she did natural mustache and at the Worlds. To me, that's my daughter. She did a hell of a job. Taxi Phil there is a hell of a man, and he was the MC. He's kind of like her facial hair grandfather. She wanted to honor him and do that at Worlds. I still believe that, she got robbed, but it was all for fun, and it was great. She loved it. She put the bald cap on. For someone who started when she was 12 years old playing around with this, and at 14 said, screw the kids category, I'm going to do the whiskerinas. She's been competing since then.
That's kind of cool. So then here we just have the category sponsored by Renegade Beard Club. It's on July 26th in Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
Man, them
Yep,
renegades, man, they crazy. They everywhere. They're everywhere.
That's what I
Bearded
keep hearing
Death.
from everybody.
Man, they just show up like you blink your eyes, you got 30 of them. Here we are. Hi, how you doing? How you mom and them?
Yep. How your mom and them?
As Andrew was saying, Bearded Death stepped up, and they're the
Yep.
top tier prize sponsor.
Yep.
Which I
You know,
believe was
those,
announced pretty recently.
that's the thing. Yeah. That, well, I mean, it was already established, but the thing is that when, you know, in the background phases, they already stepped up their category sponsor as well. So they got I think the women's realistic category. I had to remember. Hopefully I didn't get that wrong. But I mean, so they already had that going on, and then, you know, the talks were going, and then it was like, you know, it was like perfect timing to get this going, and it was a very much appreciated thing.
So guys, don't forget, you get a 25% off
Yes.
tonight off of Bearded Death's website, beardeddeath.com.
And I'll say this, opening that stuff up, that, man, my whole house smelled. My daughter was like, "Where's the pumpkin pie at?" I mean, there's some great smelling product in there.
Yeah.
And, you know, for a lot of them, there has been some great smelling product, but you know, that one hit you in the face real good.
Well, I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but Bearded Death and another one of your top tier sponsors, Bearded Helio, actually has a oil together called the Good and Evil oil. It is a night and day beautiful thing. I'm telling you, if you get one, you have to get the other. It makes it where it's like
I thought that was an awesome collaboration too. That was kind of a cool way to do that. And Bearded Helios, they're a 2-time sponsor, so you know, much respect to them too, because, you know, they're keeping it going. But there's been a lot of them, and like I said, I've been trying to reach out and hopefully help out by, you know, talking to a lot of them, the beard oil companies, and hopefully get them understanding that this is the way to go with things. And a lot of them already knew, but kind of wanted to get more into it. And hell, I don't know how many of them showed up at Worlds. So, I mean, you know, that was awesome. And I just hope that they don't go to Worlds and come down here and go, "What is this podunk stuff?" And then there's Mr. Taxi Phil himself.
I don't think that would happen, bro. I don't think that.
No, I just, you know, like I said, when you get those big competitions, they're big, but when you get to this stuff here, like what we're gonna have, that's gonna be family, friends, fun, and fundraising. So I mean, you know, it may not make those, you know, big dollars, but, you know, what we do is still monumental. So hopefully everybody will see that.
Give us 2 years. Let's see where we're at in 2 years and go from there. How about that? That's what I say, man. You got to work. You got to put in work to make it succeed, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And we just saw Taxi Phil at Worlds.
Yep.
Puts on a great show.
Pops, and his Big Whisker is probably one of the most premier of the comps, you know, that's not a nationals or worlds. Great. And I would tell anybody right now, you come in ours, you have to go to his. They have so much. I mean, when it comes down to prizes or the show, I mean, it is phenomenal. That stage that you go up on, you're in a church that doubles as a bar. And I mean, it is a fun time there too.
That's one I want to get to.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, if you don't, you're gonna regret it.
Yeah.
I'll send you pictures. I've been for the past, I don't know how many years, and I still go. And just to give it a hint, because they always give baskets. Taxi Phil and Miss Jones, Sandy, they bring baskets when they come to events, and so should have one at ours, and you could win 2 tickets to their event. So be looking at that at the raffle table.
Yep. Yeah, Jeremy, he said, church, that's a bar.
Gonna turn that water into some wine. All right. And so Barefoot, he's the most recent judge that we put out there. He comes from Texas and is a phenomenal presence. Great guy. I mean, you won't see him on social media because he got off of that mess. But anytime he's at a show, it's alive. And if you ever see his personas that aren't so presentable, he puts on some great shows, and he's a great presence. I've been brothers with him for a while now, and welcomed him to come up there as a judge, and you won't miss that. You'll know when he's up there.
We took some risque pictures last year.
He won a
We have
giveaway from us a long time ago.
We have the same personality.
He is his own personality, and I'm proud to call him a brother. Like I have so many people that I've met through the bearding community, and there's a handful that, with no offense to Beans, because I know he's going to be like, I'm one of them, and it's like, yes, you are, but there's this one group, and we are very tight knit, and some of you all already have that too, I know, and he's one of them, because like he's coming from Texas. It'll be second year coming from Texas, but man, we've been traveling to shows all around.
Oh yeah.
And there's Daniel. Met him this year. Walked in, was getting some information, passing some information, and this guy comes in with this poodle, and I start bust up laughing, and the lady that runs it, she was just like, you need to talk to him, and I'm just mesmerized. This dog's got a goatee, and and it comes in as the sweetest dog. He comes in and is just like, hey man, and we're just hit it off right off the bat. He might not have a beard, but he's definitely one of us. And he was going to come to the event anyway, and was already talking to him about, hey, what do you think about possibly doing it? He's like, I'm there, unless he's going to be in DC. So the thing is that we had a judge that ended up having some family stuff, and I just, first thing, I was like, man, dude, you have to do this and you won't regret it. He was 100% in, and he fights for the vets. He actually goes up in front of Congress. He goes to DC and does that stuff. He is one of our local American Legion guys, and the Fluffy Poodle, even though I know that there's a lot of different organizations out there, is the service dog of the year for the Veterans Magazine. So he is his own presence, and people love him every time they see him. And every one of you will meet this guy there, and it ain't going to be because I'm bringing him to you. And then there you got Richard. Richard's actually a board member from Dogs Helping Heroes, and when bringing that to Tracy, who helps to run it, I said, we kind of look at wanting to keep the charity involved in this too, because we want to know we want you to know what this is coming from. He stepped up. He was like so interested. And, like I said, him being an Air Force veteran, it was like, I guess he was kind of like, this is going to be a good show for him too. So I'm just hoping that we impress him with what we're doing, and just glad to have him on there. And then there you go. You got all the event categories with all their sponsors. Well, make sure everybody understands we do have breaks in there too, so we'll have that. That's probably when you'll see some maybe some auction stuff go on, but that way we can kind of break down the flow of the day. Hopefully we still kind of keep it like it was last year. It ran beautiful, but like I said, the biggest thing is going to come down to when we have that many competitors in some categories, which I think is going to happen this year. So I could go through the list. I'm not going to do that. But with all the categories that we have, certain ones we decided we wanted to keep were like each of the partial categories. I've been to too many competitions where they put it all into one, and I just don't think that's fair and should showcase, everybody. The thing is that, it also comes down to like that with the women's categories. But, we have the kids in there. And I'm hoping that we have more kids come this year. So if anybody has kids, bring them. It's family friendly. Besides for the guys, if you know who the guys are that are going to be there. I mean, if you know that we're going to be a bunch of bearded guys and bearded dads, hopefully the kids come and understand that we're bearded dads. And that's about the extent of what you're going to get. So, I mean, you'll get the respect, but, you might have some slip ups in there.
Can you enter more than one category?
Oh, yes. This is open. You can enter more than one category. Some of the things that I'll explain that kind of happened in past with other events. The mustache category, you get a guy that comes with one guy that comes with mustache, but then, you have guys that come with the full beard style mustache. They may just, go into both categories just to, for charity reason, like raise money. But then again, the mustache category is one of those where it's kind of just it's hard because that's going to be a single category. But like I'll throw out Taxi Phil in this event. He's been at Bearded Hero and went through 7 categories and trimmed it up to each different style and stuff like that. Besides Whaler, I don't think he'd ever do Whaler. The thing is that with doing this kind of situation, it allows you to, if you go in there and you compete in freestyle at the beginning there, you can go and wash out, jump into like full beard style mustache and have just a regular beard, like kind of the things that I do, regular beard with the style mustache, and then go ahead and wash out. And if you got a longer beard, or even if you got a shorter beard, you could do the other natural beard categories. It just is, it's one of those things where, we're not going to limit you to one, but, you don't have to do multiple. But in this case here, you pay the $20 for registration. That gets you your first category. And we're not there to, make it hard either. Additional categories are only $5. So, just a little extra for charity, but, saving you on some, so that way you can still have fun. Because like I said, the patriotic beard category being all inclusive, you might come in there and want to paint it all up, wash it out, go to this one. Maybe you don't want to do freestyle, but you want to decorate it, or maybe you have a teenager that wants to actually make something on their 3D printer for a beard, and go jump into that category for fun. You get a hold of him. But yeah, basically that's our categories. Everybody jumped in and sponsored. I don't think anybody was slow on that uptake. And I think now that I see it, I think the goatee category is sponsored, by the way. If I'm not mistaken, it was by Blaine's beard oil company. So that was taken up. So, I mean, everything is done. And we appreciate everyone. I'm going to get some posts out about that too.
Yeah, if you want to have fun, you can reverse the full beard and see if anyone actually cuts their beard down for each category.
I don't think that's going to happen much. I mean, maybe in a couple more years when, people are thinking that this is a good show. And but right now, I'd hate to see someone come in with a 12-inch beard or over.
Right, and they cut it down to 0.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it, and it's happened. but
Yeah.
I think like even Taxi Show, he's had it happen twice there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of someone doing the full beard and then they like cut it down to whaler, then cut it down to goatee, and then
Oh yeah.
But
All
if
the way
you cut it
down
from
the
whaler,
mustache.
you can't do a mustache.
no, you can't.
Well, I think the one that Taxi did that with, he worked with the club that was hosting it and made sure that they could put the categories in that order. Because I mean, you're never gonna see that happen a lot. And for 7 different categories, I mean, it was kind of a fun ordeal just to see it and watch that man run into the bathroom and
Oh.
it's like, what are you doing?
That's wild.
Yeah, I saw that when I was out in Michigan. It was in probably 3/4 of the categories, but I think they had an award for the most categories.
Yeah.
And as you see here, a lot of these are from different beard clubs, different beard companies, all coming together to support this competition.
Yep. Appreciate every one of them, and I mean, that's another thing. It's like most of these, and most of even the people that have stepped in, they sponsor other. Hey. Oh, there you go. They step in and they help out with a lot of these too. So, I mean, that's what I love most about doing this stuff is because of that, where everybody steps in and helps each other. So.
And we were talking earlier about being at the American Legion Post. This is basically about that.
Yep. Just to kind of let everybody know that that's the venue. You can see it's a pretty big building. It's actually further out than that. There's parking that goes all around the sides and up in the front. And it's right off of Ring Road, which if you get it by the name, that road literally goes around a big 12-mile circle. And so you can't get lost.
And we already were talking about this.
Yeah.
Puppy petting party. There's another picture.
And we will have that. We have a new banner for this year too, so that'll be there. And a lot of those guys are the ones that I've been talking about. We travel around and go to between Missouri, Texas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, all over, doing these events. Great people there.
Yeah, you meet some amazing people at these events.
And that was at the meet and greet. So the meet and greet's actually at a little mini golf course that's like in walking distance from the hotel. So I know that there's some stuff going on before the event. I'm not trying to take away from that, but if you get a chance, and it goes on from 8 to close. So, if you get a chance to come back up there, they have bar, food, and discounted mini golf. And then they have like cornhole, trash can, all sorts of different outdoor games, like Connect 4, the big Jengas and all that stuff. What is it? Trash can beer pong. No, they're not full of beer. But I mean, it was a fun event. There was a few that missed that. A handful of judges are there. But I mean, having everybody come in and meet up and so the shirts that we're wearing, and you see the Santa hats and stuff, they actually did a Christmas in July theme there that day. So it was kind of a fun way to have like something different. And then, of course, beards with Santa Claus. It was a thing.
Yeah.
And the kids. If anybody's got kids, bring kids. We want the kids category to be blown up. It is the most precious thing to see. And especially when I know some of them will get nervous, but when some of them just showboat and 2-3 years old get on there and be like, look at me. It's the greatest experience to see that go on. So hopefully we have a lot more kids this year, and just bring them for the fun and the puppies.
Yeah, it's cool to see the kids win those categories too.
That's old baby renegade right there.
And so this is Ron Rice. He's Beard Mob guy. He come in and just to talk about his real quick. He actually it was Chops there, so he put a little ribbon to cover that. But brought his dog with him, Ruby, and this is part of the patriotic category. So you can see Whiskerina there next to him. That was Miss Meg. She come in to do her thing, and they competed against each other for the fun of it. And then in the background, you can see all the flag trophies that we have. A little bit different this year, but still flag trophies. That's our thing. That's what we're going to stick with. We got new stands and thought that was kind of a fun way to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, every competition's a little different with what they do, and it's cool to see what all the other competitions do for that.
Well, I guess I should go ahead and brag on that. That's my mom. So
Man, your
she's
family
been
is
watching
bearded
Cindy and
strong.
Annabelle compete. She wanted to do her own, and she's actually a category sponsor, but she does a chicken farm. She breeds chickens, and she wanted to come up with her own little beard and use her chicken's feathers. Created a little chicken coop, and in those two little coops are some chicks. And for whatever I had all this and knowing, first time there's ever been live animals in a beard.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome, though.
It was cool, and it impressed a lot of Whiskerinas. It impressed them. It was cool. And here's the trophies. That was the best in show last year. The trophy this year isn't going to be as big, but I think it's still going to be as great. And to kind of talk about it a little bit, the trophy is from 1976. It was a trophy that my grandfather won in a fishing tournament. He's passed on. And, when I guess when things are going through, this was something that come up, and my mom said, "Hey, you think you could use that trophy?" I said, "Right on." And it has 76 and like red, white, and blue on it. It's a really decent trophy, and it's gonna get cleaned up and made to look really good, and be a really good best in show trophy. I don't know. It started last year. That trophy was actually a dirt track racing trophy, and I found it at a peddler's mall, and was like, you know what? I think we found our how to do best in show trophies. We're gonna refurbish trophies, and take these cool old trophies that nobody wants for no reason, and refurbish them, make them great for a best in show, and give them life again.
Hey, that's the Kentucky way, baby. That's the
Well, I
Kentucky
mean,
way.
it sounds silly. It sounds like you're being cheap on it, but like, I mean, you got to think, if that trophy if you got that trophy back in the day or as a kid, that's a trophy. That thing was about 4.5, 5 foot tall.
I can't remember who won it last year, but I know they has trouble getting it in the vehicle.
Yeah. But like,
Pretty tall.
I still would love to have done another big one like that, but I mean, this one it'd be cool. It'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
You could get it on a plane if you're flying home. We'll put it that way.
There you go.
That's Alex. He's the vice president of BBA, and he kind of loved the motif of being Uncle Sam, and thinks he resembles the character very well. We do this at parades. So he kind of dresses up. I took on the tough Uncle Sam look, where you roll the sleeves up. So I'll take that. But Alex is a great guy. He's been a brother of mine for a while now. He's always had my back, and you'll probably see him dressed up like that again this year too. So shake his hand and tug on his beard because he loves it.
How often can you use an outfit like that?
Of course. Every parade. Well, we do a Christmas parade too, but every year we do the August parade, and we try to make sure that we bring our theme into what they're doing as their theme. So he'll probably wear that every time. But like we actually have a float where our banners that we use during that as well, so that it doesn't go to waste. But it's just a great way to get the community to see who we are, and have people dress up as characters. It keeps the memory going.
Yep.
And you could see that was our raffle table last year. They're pulling them back, getting them ready for when people come up to win them. I think I see 70 something, but I think it was like 74, 76 or something like that last year. It was a really good turnout for that. And I think we're going to do that well this year. I just hope we have enough room if it does go bigger than that. But that's always another great way to raise money. And there's all sorts of cool stuff that goes out of the raffle. That's Jason and Joe, a couple guys from the BBA.
You never know what you'll win in those. The ones you think you win, you normally don't.
And then, so come up with the design for the shirt this year. We kind of have two ways of going about getting the shirts this year. I couldn't keep going on to get the headache of keep going. So I'm going to get out on the page. So sorry, I didn't have it ready for you all, but this is going to be on Sticker Mule. So if you ever get a shirt through Sticker Mule, they're $19. But I would say it's probably going to run about $21, $22, depending on shipping. But that's the cost. That's it. There's no upmark or anything like that. But on this shirt, it has the main sponsors, the date, but all the category sponsors are listed under the Reloaded there. I know it's a little hard to see, but all the category sponsors are on there. These shirts are comfortable. They only go up to 2X on the Sticker Mule side, though. So Dan from Bearded Beard. Oh my God. We were talking today about this. With the Bearded Death, he does a lot of stuff, but he's going to kind of help out with that. So people want to reach out to him and get a shirt. I think we'll have that information out as well. But he's a lot more available than the Sticker Mule. He'll have, the size that you need, and, we'll take care of you and do a hell of a job on those.
Yeah, great looking shirt. And that is all I got. A lot of great stuff.
Yep.
For one day.
Oh yeah.
After going through a world where you have 3 days, it seems like it's only one day.
Well, and like we've said a couple times, it's like this is gonna. I don't think I'm ready for it. I know it's gonna get blown up. I mean, I think we're gonna be good, but I mean, we'll have some stuff where we're gonna have to look at the categories. I know we're not gonna be 3-4 hours behind, But man, you all went in that category. That was a lot of people in them categories. But I think we'll have a little bit of that experience, which is always good. When you have 20 people in a category, it does make it harder for the judges. They have to take their time and then relook at some beards. So we may have a little bit of that this year.
Yeah, this sounds awesome. I wish I could make it.
Yeah.
There's always next year.
There's always
Praying for it.
Yeah.
Praying for it.
When everybody starts getting all the pictures out and saying, look, I won, and look at this cool stuff, and, it'll make you go, maybe I can.
Yeah, I know there's going to be a ton of renegades there. So.
Oh, yeah.
There's gonna be a ton of renegades at my house. Ooh.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Well, if you need to kick them out, it's only $99 at the host hotel.
Yeah,
so.
I got you. I know Friday morning. I'm throwing a couple Boston butts on the smoker, some chicken. I'm gonna be cooking from like 4 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the morning, probably.
How many
You
are
you might have to bring me a doggy bag.
I'll make you a plate, especially. As of right now, what we're expecting at my house is about 50 to 60 guys.
Wow.
And then that's not counting who's coming to the event. We're going to dinner on Thursday night at a local restaurant here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is about 45 minutes to an hour away from E-Town, which isn't too far.
No.
Some of them are going to eat dinner, and then they're going to go to E-Town and do the meet and greet with them on Friday, and then come back to my house Friday night. But we got about 45 people so far. I shut down a whole restaurant. I rented the whole restaurant out for Renegade on Thursday night.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be a great time.
I didn't know you were doing that on Thursday. I might have to slide down on Thursday.
Yeah.
Take an extra day off work and go slide down there.
Yeah, it's a place called Atomic Kitchen, man. It's a new restaurant here. It's based out of the 80s. Everything's 80s themed. So they have free arcade games like Mr. Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man. On the walls, they have all the old movies like Rocky, Lost Boys. They got Ghostbusters. Man, it's one of the best places we've ate here in Bowling. It's right by our semi-pro baseball team, Hot Rods. So it's pretty awesome. It's a good atmosphere.
Very cool. Should be a great time.
Yeah, I can't wait. I wish y'all could come. I'd buy you a drink.
Well, Scott,
I'll be there. I might even be missing the Bearded Respect that night.
Well, as long as they're okay with it, I don't want them to be mad at me.
I haven't missed one show yet.
Well, this will be a great time for you too. Hell, you could even do it at the restaurant. All the Renegade can say hi at the same time.
Like I said, I'll see how things are going. I'll probably try and tune it, join from my phone for a bit. Oh yeah. Anybody else got anything else? Talk about this great event, or anybody in the chat have any questions? I don't know if there's anything we haven't covered.
Well, auction items, I got a few of those. Got some cool stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So we got
wavy flag.
Yeah, it's a wood green flag. Del Fuego custom wood crafts. That was donated. We got a handful of things that are going to be there. We got a giant Uncle Sam gnome. So I mean, there's going to be a few extra things like that that'll be, up for grabs and to help charity.
There's gonna be a calendar of me. I'm going to sign every page. I'm not going to tell you what picture it's going to be, but
I can't afford to pay everybody to take that now. Come on.
It's going to be some sexy stuff.
What, this bearded death hat? Is that what you're asking, or
Is that
the one
No,
Andrew's wearing?
the one
I
I'm
think the
wearing?
one
one
Beans.
Beans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dan made this hat for
Yeah.
us. Yes, he made. Dan is actually our official merch person for the Renegade Beard Club. So that's we have an official merch person, and it is a bearded death. So that's pretty awesome. So
Yeah, I forgot one of those upstairs. I just got for Worlds, but I thought I'd since he was a sponsor, I thought I'd wear the hat he sent me.
oh yeah, I love his vanilla. His vanilla is my favorite scent.
Oh, yeah, that is a good. Or what is it called? Number 5, the one that cedarwood and vanilla
Yeah,
mix.
that's pretty good too. Yeah, he did one with the California chapter, which is pretty awesome. Also, everything he makes is good. To be honest with you, it has a good hold. It has a good smell. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, and some of those collabs, some of the stuff he comes up with, is great.
It's nuts.
Yes, and as Dan says, he does make their shirts as well. But what I think is cool is on the hats, getting your name embroidered on the side.
Well, mine don't have my name, but it has. Well, it does. It says Beans on one side, then on the other side it says Founder. So it's pretty awesome.
Very cool. Don't think we have any other questions in the chat. Everything
I forgot.
Dan's made is. What's that?
I forgot if it was posted on the slideshow or not. What time? What time is the event start?
Registration will start. Basically, we'll say 2:00, but it can come in earlier. But of course, vendors can get in there a little earlier than that. But 2:00 is when registration will start. Kind of hang out. The actual competition will start at 4. So we'll probably end registration 15 minutes before 4, unless there's any scragglers. But our goal is to start at 4. I like I said, if the growth that we're having is going to be there, hopefully we'll get everybody in early. And then if this is a good way to push me to start doing pre-registrations and stuff next year, I probably will. But we were able to handle it perfectly fine last year. It's not going to be a hard task, but it's like as long as everybody's just not showing up at 3:45 to go, hey, can I register?
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to want to get in a little early too, because looking at all the stuff ahead of time and seeing what's on the raffle tables and stuff. I'll be there early. So to explain the rest of the night, of course, we know the comp will start at 4. The goal is to end at 8, but there is no deadline. We have the venue all night, which means like the after party, they serve alcohol there, they serve food there. We're welcome to stay. They have a bar that's in the main area where we could walk over that way. They have pool tables and like games and darts and all that other stuff in there too. So you don't have to go far after the comp to go have fun. And I mean, it's a good way to slowly leave, and you don't but not just that, there's so much even to go. There's bars in downtown E-Town. There's stuff to do if people are like, hey, I want to get out of here. But hopefully people want to stay there and kind of sit and chill. I know we'll have to clean up and wrap things up, so you get to watch us work a little bit, but it shouldn't be a hard ordeal. It didn't take us long to pack things up last year. But like the floor and all that, we have it till 12, I think is when they close, or 1 maybe. But there's no, like, if we end up going a little over, say it goes to 9, it's okay. We're still good. I hate to keep everybody there, but we want to get the show, done in proper manner.
Yeah, that's great. And if anybody's interested in this competition, hasn't learned about it yet, or wants to check out more, Brewer just put the link in the chat.
Thank you.
Oh, look at this.
Yep, I actually just added him a few seconds ago.
Very cool, John.
That is awesome, John. I'm happy for you, man.
Me too, man. I messaged. I saw what he said on the comments that he wanted to know some more. So me being who I am, I reached out to him on Facebook and started talking to him, and then I sent him the link, and now he is a prospect for the Renegade Beard Club main chapter.
Wow, in real time on the Beard Respect Live.
Hey, you can ask anybody that knows me, man. When it comes to scouting, man, I'm a scout. I've been a scout my whole life. You can ask anybody, man. I was a scout before this club started, so it's in my nature. I'm a talker. I like talking to people. My dad always told me I could sell a snow cone to a snowman in an ice storm. He said that's just how you are.
Well, that there was talk. I think that was during Worlds. People were talking about beard clubs. Some are dwindling. People were leaving. People were just But
I'll
you
be
guys
honest.
are growing.
The stipulation and rules that they're putting on them is, I think, what's getting to it.
One thing that we do that's quite different is we welcome all facial hair, not just beards. So we welcome mustaches, we welcome chops, we welcome, everything. If you have facial hair, you're welcome. Yeah, anything. The thing is we want you here because we are men supporting men. We want you to have good mental health and an outlet for you to come and have a conversation with somebody that if you're upset about something, you have nobody to talk to, what you can do, you can hop on that chat and you can talk to somebody 24/7 because we have guys all over the world that's always going to be on. And that's what men need. Men don't have that outlet right now because it's always men. Men don't have this, men don't have that. But you know what? We have it. And if you need it, we're here for you. And message me on Facebook, Dustin Lightfoot. Message me on Instagram, dlight7569. Message anyone, and we're here. And I think that's why Andrew wanted us to help with this competition because he sees that we're out here. A lot of people see we're out here. Oh, yeah. Last year, man, people didn't like that we showed up in a pack that we did. We showed up that deep, and because we didn't show up one by one. We showed up together. We showed up as a family. We walked in the door as a family because that's what we are. We are a family, and that's who we are. If you don't like it, sorry, that's just who we are.
Yeah, and just how the club is run is so much different. You're able, if there's something you don't like, you're able to ask questions and give your input as well.
I'll tell you this: we have 500 and something members. I posted my personal cell phone number in the chat and I said, if you need me, do not ever hesitate to text me. That's how real I am. Like I have every single member that's texted me in my phone. And if they text me right now, I'll text them back. I have a 24-hour rule. If I have to text you back within 24 hours because that's just my rule. That shows respect to me, and that's who I am.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, John Fox, make your Kentucky plans.
Yeah, come on down, bro. Come on down.
The 65, it goes all the way down the main road.
There you go. Let's get it.
Very cool. Well, guys, we're going to wind down the show. Thanks, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you very, very much. It's been
thank you for coming on, Andrew.
Yes. We appreciate it. I'm excited. It's just basically 2 weeks away because I'll be there next.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Coming
And-
every Thursday morning.
Andrew, I go to a lot of comps all
Uh-huh.
over. So if you ever see me, man, just grab me. I don't
Same
see
here, because I'm not. You're 100% fine, because I know exactly the same thing. You get there and it's like, oh, hi. You're like and then when you're at first you're hyped, you're going about it, and you're talking to people, and then you might have to get on stage, and then when you get done, you're kind of like, man, I gotta find people now. I miss like even reminiscing at Worlds. I think it really sucked because there's people that I'm really good friends with that is like it was like, hey, you know. But I mean, I was pushing my wife around in a wheelchair, and man, them streets sucked. But dude,
I won't argue with you there.
Were you there Thursday or well, I believe it was Thursday morning. They were freaking tearing the road up, but they were done within a few hours. Like they had it all paved and everything, but man, that place was rough.
That's for real. Look for the guy with the beard.
That's good. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I've only been to 2 beard competitions my entire life. I don't compete in beard competitions. I mean, I don't feel like my.
That's what I'm trying to change in this guy.
You're just fun, like.
Yeah.
They are.
I mean,
they're a lot of fun.
Meeting new people. Just you feel right at home when you're there.
Yeah.
Like you just.
It's like what this one's bringing all the renegades to. The thing is like, imagine that when you go to these things, because it's like that one guy from Kentucky or that one guy from Oklahoma, is there, and it's like I know I heard Jeff's name, Jeff Harmon. He's in the chat, and he's a guy I know and been around and seen him in all different comps, and you'll see him at ours. So I mean, it's like you just start. It's like you've seen us on stage, and I know you. I seen you at that comp, and it's like I'm telling you, you're gonna come to this one, and you might not see much of me. I'm gonna be working in the background, so you'll have to come up to me because I'm gonna be going this way and that way and this way and that way, and I'm trying to make sure things are running. So come up, give me a hug, and say, hey, I know Beans is trying to put plans for me already, trying to get me to do stuff. So I'm hoping that he's at least nice enough to me to understand what I'm doing.
Nah, man. I'm going to come up and give you a big old hug. Big old hug.
Hey, let's go take a picture. Like,
I'm going to give you a big old hug.
Well,
Dino, I got to meet him in a couple of different comps, one in Minnesota, one in South Dakota.
Yeah, he's our he's in the Minnesota chapter for Renegade. So
him and Ginger, I met.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all. Give me 2 years. Give me 2 years, y'all. Everyone in the world is gonna know who Renegade Beard Club is if they don't know who it is now. That's. But a lot of people know who we are for not even being 2 years old. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, in the last week I've been asked like 5 times, who's this Beans guy? Who keeps messaging me?
Hey, I'm
cousin to Cornholio.
Hey, I'm a one of a kind, brother. I said, let's talk about it. I wake up for work about 1:30 every morning, and I go to bed about 9:30. I'm past my bedtime. I love y'all. That's why I love y'all.
Well, we'll go. I'm sure Jason wants to head to bed too. Anyway.
The last time I was on your show, it was a 2-hour show. I feel like I'm the problem.
No, a lot of times it's a 2-hour show.
Yeah. Yep.
It all depends on the guest. But thanks, Beans and Andrew, for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for asking.
And if anybody's interested, come and check out this competition.
It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So respect the journey, and we will catch you guys next Thursday. We have a beard apothecary on.
Oh, yeah.
Respect
Good
the
night,
journey.
everybody. Have a good Friday.
Good night, y'all.